Hi guys, in today's video I'm gonna be telling you guys top 7 best DBZ games on Roblox in 2024. So starting off with the first game, which is DBZfs. The game is paid access. I believe it costs 200 Robux. The game is overall a decent game. Not too cash grabby, although we have here the typical race spin system with percentages. So obviously if you're lucky you can get strong at the start, or you could spend your monthly paycheck to have a chance to spin a good race. Besides that, the game is very reputable. You just spar with your shadow and that's the whole gameplay of getting stronger. I think the point of this game is rather socializing with other players than grinding. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying they could give us more ways to grind. Overall the game has decent graphics, cool details and some very cool stuff. I really would say it's worth spending the Robux, but I don't know, the amount of players is pretty small now. The game had its prime where it averaged about 300 players. Overall, if you have nothing to do with your money you can buy this game. Let's see the game on 6th spot now. So as you guys can see, the 6th spot takes Z Battleground. I will be honest with you guys, some of you may know that I'm not a fan of these flashy Battlegrounds games. The graphics is what mostly carries these games, and in some cases the gameplay as well. But I've put it on the 6th spot because of the attention it has, and I don't know, maybe I'm just specific that I don't like these kind of games. So in this game you're put in Cell Arena, or in top. It used to be top before, I don't know if it's still a thing now, and you have these 4 moves and spam them, maybe do some combos and just wait till your Ultra Instinct bar fills up. And I just explained the whole gameplay lol. But maybe it's just my thing that I don't like these games. I don't know, guys, tell me in the comments lol. Let's see the 5th spot now. So on the 5th place we have dragonballevolution. The game I used to play a little around 8 months ago, and this was the time it had its prime. If I remember well, it averaged around 600 to 700 players, but now it's just over 100. This happened for simple reasons like the game being too repeatable, or the fact that most of the players abuse the quests that give more EXP, and instead of getting slowly level with the game's path they just use the more op quests to get thousands of levels in no time. There was also many bugs that allowed people to just speedrun their level. I'm one of the people who use them, BTW lol. But overall I feel like the game had its potential. I hope it's gonna get a comeback. Sometimes when updates release many players come back, so we'll see in the future. It's still alpha, so when it releases fully, and I'm not sure if that will ever happen lol, then I hope it will be real good. Alright, let's see the 4th place now. So on the 4th place we've got DBZ Final Remastered. It's a game with good graphics, and I ain't gonna lie guys, when you first open the game you think they be low-key cooking, and that's true, because for the first minutes or maybe even hours the game is cooking. Of course I'm talking from my experience. The main problem for me in this game was lack of an end goal. At the start I really enjoyed it, but later on the grind wasn't really so satisfying to me. Let's see how to transform now. Yeah, the game just glitched. How silly. I believe it's a sign to see the 3rd spot aka the better game. So on the 3rd spot we've got Dragon Ball R. This game's graphics sucks ass, but that's how it's supposed to be. The game is mostly for you to have fun or hang out with friends. It also has a tournament of power which is pretty cool. Maybe the PvP is good as well, but the movement is crazy bro. Like, how can you have flight on a T key? Literally in this game to fly you need to press TL movement for this game. I also have to note that this game's concept came from another game, Dragon Ball N, which is currently game, and this game Dragon Ball R is a fan game revamp made by another developers. Honestly, it just shows that you don't need crazy graphics for a game to be fun, and I respect that. Other DBZ developers should learn from them. I don't want a crazy graphics, crazy SFX, crazy animations game. What I want is a game which is fun to play with playable decent graphics. Yeah, what else can I say? Overall a W game. As you can see, there's a group of players hanging out over here. Unfortunately, one of them is gonna be hanging instead of hanging out. Yes, I'll get him by surprise. Alright, since this guy just got oofed, let's see the second spot. And on the second spot we've got dbzfs. Yeah, I know guys, that I have already roasted the shit out of this game in my remaster sneak peeks video. I don't like the owner of this game, but the fact that most of people don't like him doesn't change the fact that it's still the greatest Roblox DBZ games of all time. It has set up a standard, and no other game has ever beat it. No other game has ever beat its popularity. Even after so many years, there's many people who, even though that the game is not getting updated anymore, still play the game and enjoy it because of it being so fun. It's sad that the creator abandoned it like that, but I understand that he just doesn't have the passion for it anymore. We still gotta appreciate him for making the best Roblox DBZ game. The best DBZ game on Roblox currently is DragonSoul. Now this game is a totally different case than Dragon Ball Final Remastered. At the beginning, the game is literally just ass. The first time you join the game you just think it is another trash soulless bandit beta with decent graphics with saturation high as fuck to appeal to kids. That's what I felt at the start, and the feeling just kept getting stronger in the first island. Every second the urge to leave the game was getting stronger. But over time, when I saw the attention it has, I decided to actually grind for a little bit, and the game actually turned out to be actually a decent game. I can surely say that it's one of my favorite DBZ games out there. The game gets better progressively when you join for the first time, don't get fooled. Also, the game still hasn't fully released, so we'll see. I have high expectations. I main that game on my channel at the moment. Honestly, I just can't even tell exactly why it's good. I'll just say that it has good graphics, although the saturation a little too high. It has decent progression. The communication with the devs is really good. They are totally different than other Roblox DBZ developers, and they care actually about the community XD. The Discord staff is mostly some weird people like furries or some boys edgerals, but they're usually nice and helpful, like I respect that. No offense to any furries or people out there, of course. Another thing about this game is that updates come regularly, and the community is good, but just half of them. Half of them is normal and the other half talking about adding maids to the game type shit. The only thing that annoys me the most is that the game lags as shit when I record it. Maybe because I have a potato computer, but come on now, no other DBZ game lags like that when I record it, lol. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See my cool outro.